Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Good night. Hello. Happy Sakadawa. Happy Sakadawa. Let me just. Hello, hello. Happy Sakadawa. Welcome to the session with the English session of Sakadawa. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent, excellent. Still here. Excellent.
I like your
So,
jumper.
oh, thank you, thank you. The wave. It's it's
Yeah.
it's very good. I love Hokusai's work. The wave's probably
Mm.
the most famous, but the whole 36 views of Mount Fuji is amazing. It's an amazing
I
wave.
I had a friend that had a tapestry that covered the whole wall. So wherever they did meditation and yoga, the whole wall was covered in a giant wave behind. I was like, wow.
That's amazing. Hello, Lama Sharap. Hello, Lama Sharap. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Round two.
Round two.
I love
Happy
it, Sharp.
Sakadawa.
Hey, my friend, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. We'll get
So,
started in a few moments. Oh,
sure.
sorry, Fede. Go ahead.
No. So sorry. I was just going to say, if you like, I'll handle the common parts. If people
Sure.
come join, you don't worry about it. I'll just take care of it. I'll be here, just muted.
Okay. All right, we'll get started in a few minutes. We'll see how many are going to show up. I'll get started around 9:05 Eastern, my time.
Lama.
Present.
Hey, everybody.
What's going on?
Hey, Brent, how's it going? It's good to see you, my friend.
How you guys doing?
What's going on, Wonder
happening?
Twin? How you doing?
How's it going? It's good to see you, my friend.
Sure, thank you.
What's going on, Wonder Twin? How you doing?
Oh, there's a feedback there. All right, here we go. All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, my friend, how are you?
Fine. How are you guys? How are you, Lamala?
I'm doing well. I don't know what temperature it is in Greece, but it's like 100 degrees here in northeast Georgia in the United States.
Yeah, you can see it. You look hot. Like a red sheen going on there.
It's the same here.
Well, as our world slowly descends into the hell realms for Saga Dawa, we will do Shamatha meditation together. Okay, everyone, it's about that time that we've all gathered. So today is Saga Dawa. I'm so glad to see you, to be with you all, so that we can just simply meditate together and not have some kind of complex thing like we usually do, but to abide together. So first, what we're going to do is, as always, I'm going to sound ah, and we're going to relax. But instead of doing the full ninefold breathing or the full elemental purification, we're just going to lean forward 3 times, push out all the stale air, and then get into a relaxed state. And now today together we're going to do the practice of shamatha, which is a shine in Tibetan. Shi is peace, a shamatha is being at the state of peace. Generally, when we think about shamatha, we should understand that no matter what happens in samsara, inner or outer experiences, everything is either stillness or movement in our mind. It's either the rolpa energy that arises from the 5 poisons and from our emotions, and then it settles back down again into stillness, and then it arises again, and this is the nature of our experience always. So the reason for shine, the reason to come to this state of peace, is not just to focus on stillness, though the meditation itself does use stillness as a means or a method, but it's to have a buffer of reaction time between this rolpa movement and this subsiding again into peace, so that we aren't tossed about with the tides of stillness and movement, but rather we understand our own nature and we can observe these tides in our circumstances. So that's why we do this, so that off the cushion we can have this experience of understanding our nature, understanding the way emotions arise, the way reactivity arises. So I'm going to teach the shamatha method of the Sarmang Kagyu, because this is one that I love very much and do quite often, one of 2 that I do. So in the Sarmang first is to emphasize the 7-point posture. So we should all be in the 7-point posture. So what is the 7-point posture? So if you're in a chair, that's absolutely fine. You can sit. The first key point is that your legs have to be stable. Now, in the most traditional way, this means you maintain Vajrasana. This means both of your heels are upon both of your knees. If not, you can maintain half Vajrasana. So one heel is beneath you and one is on the knee, or you can be cross-legged, or you can be in a seat. As long as your legs are stable and planted, you have the first point. So the second point is that your arms should be slightly relaxed, your shoulders even, and your hands right over the left, placed upward, right? Palm on palm, facing upward. The third point, and the most important point really, is that your spine needs to be totally straight. Now you're not like, too stiff, but it needs to be totally straight. Not any slouching. We have good posture. And the fourth point is that often you see people meditate now and do shamatha with their eyes closed, and you can, but it can also induce With some people, it induces all kinds of visions, or they get distracted, or anything can happen with our eyes closed. And other people, they get sleepy. So really, in the method, we want to keep our eyes almost shut, but enough to let light in. So we actually do have our eyes open, but in a totally relaxed state. Well, now the fifth point is, even though our mouth is closed, our jaw should be relaxed. Our teeth should not be touching, right? But our mouth is closed, but it's totally relaxed. So we don't have any kind of clenched jaw. But the sixth point is our tongue should be touching the upper part of the palate, right behind the front teeth. And the final point is that our head doesn't need to be straight or up, but it needs to be slightly bent and downward, as if somebody pinched the nape of our neck and pulled up slightly. We don't want our head down. We don't want it back too much, but we just want a slight bend forward with our eyes slightly open. And now in this state, we're going to take refuge, and we're going to generate bodhicitta. We know how to take refuge in all of the masters who have come before us. We know how to generate bodhicitta for all beings. So we see on this day of Sagadawa, Buddha Shakyamuni with golden skin, begging bowl, hand in the earth-touching mudra in front, surrounded by all of the Arhats, Pratyeka Buddhas, all of the Bodhisattvas, and we take refuge in this way. With the wish to liberate all beings, I will always take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dharma, and in the Sangha, until the essence of liberation is reached. With the wish to liberate all beings, I will always take refuge in the Buddha, in the Dharma, and in the Sangha, until the essence of liberation is reached. Ronando do sombari tsandye chodang gedon la chanchu nimpor chengi mar tabada di diab sochi. Now from the bottom of our heart, we give rise to aspirational and action bodhicitta for all beings. With wisdom and with genuine love, diligently, for the sake of all sentient beings, here before all of the Buddhas, I generate the perfect mind of awakening. With wisdom and with genuine love, diligently, for the sake of all beings, in the presence of all the Buddhas, I generate the perfect mind of awakening. With wisdom and genuine love, diligently, for the sake of all beings, in the presence of all the Buddhas, I generate the perfect mind of awakening. Now to begin the meditation, we're going to refresh our posture just the way it was explained before. And we're going to slowly begin to breathe in and out, and we're going to bring in a single pointed way all of our awareness to the place where the air enters our nose, the skin of the underpart of our nose. We're going to bring it there as the breath comes in, follow the air slightly, and then follow the air out, and place our mind at that point in a non-distracted way. Breathing in, breathing out. If we're distracted, we simply bring our mind back to that point where the breath enters. Now that the mind is made focused and pliable, we're going to shift. And as we breathe in, we're going to bring our focus single-pointedly, fiercely to the in-breath. And as we breathe out, we're going to let that go. So it's like a muscle that clenches and then relaxes. So when we breathe in, we want to be single-pointed, sharply focused on that in-breath. And as we breathe out, we have no particular focus at all. We completely let go our breath into the expanse of space. As you breathe out and rest into the space of awareness, some of you will begin to relax in that space beyond any distinction. That's okay. That space of vipassana or insight. If you're distracted, return to the fierce single pointed awareness on the inhale and just relax with the exhale. Now, taking one more deep breath, we're going to lean forward 3 times and clear out all of the stale air and dedicate the merit. May the teachings of the Buddha flourish and spread. May all sentient beings find happiness and joy. May they practice the Dharma both day and night. And may our own and others' wishes be spontaneously fulfilled. Om Dare Dare Bandare Zohan Jaya Jaya Siddhi Siddhi Palam Pal Hasha Zama Mamangolin Zamanta. Sarva Mangalam, everyone. Thank you so much for coming.
All right.
I think that we should do this more often.
I totally agree. Totally
Thank you,
agree.
Thank you,
Lama.
Lama Shara.
We have one question. How come we generate merits when meditating quietly? Because we did this under the auspices of refuge and bodhicitta, and by helping to create that buffer in our mind, we'll generate more merit by treating others with kindness, and by practicing together, we always generate merit as a kula. So we always dedicate that merit because this meditation is a virtuous activity, and we don't do this just for ourselves because we could, right? We could do this in order to escape samsara. We could do this in order to escape negative situations or retreat, but we are doing this for others. We're training our mind for other beings, and so we must dedicate that merit. All right. If we don't have any more questions, or we do, you can go ahead and ask them or unmute your mic. That's fine. Otherwise, thank you all for coming. I'll turn it over to Lama Fede if he wants to say any final Saga Dawa wishes.
No, just may everyone quickly attain Tushita heaven, where the Buddhas are giving their prophecy, and may we all get one from Vairochana very soon.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.